Good morning, children. As in the previous classes, we have discussed in this lesson from trade to territory how Britishers were able to capture different regions of India one by one by Battle of Plassey, then following different policies they have adopted, they have annexed the Indian territories. Today we are going to discuss about the other policy the Britishers adopted was the claim to paramountcy. Paramountcy means supremacy or paramount, which means the supreme power or the highest authority. They claimed themselves that they are the highest authority or British East India Company. So it's clear about that. We have studied that from the early 19th century onwards the company pursued an aggressive policy, like they followed a policy of a territorial expansion or annexation or joining the territories with British India. Also territorial expansion, expanding the territory British India. Okay, so that one by one policies they adopted here. We will study some important policies hereafter, how they have annexed the Indian territories, like under Lord Hastings. He was the Governor General from 1813 to 1823. 1813 to 1823, who was the Governor General. He was Lord Hastings. Lord Hastings. So now he followed a policy which was known as the policy of paramountcy. Policy of paramountcy was initiated by Lord Hastings. Lord Hastings. So what was the policy of paramountcy? Now the company claimed that its authority, company, or what is the company? British East India Company, they are the paramount or supreme authority. So all the other Indian state rulers or the Indian rulers or the local rulers or the local rajas or native rajas, we know that there were many smaller kingdoms existed here, local kingdoms existed and ruled by the Indian rulers. So these all, above these all rulers, the company claimed that they are supreme above the Indian states. Okay, so here these all Indian states were known as princely states, ruled by the local kings or Indian rulers or native rajas. So company claimed that we are superior than all the Indian rulers. So in order to protect company's interest, it was justified annexation is necessary, and also sometimes they threatened to the Indian rulers that they would annex any Indian kingdom. So this view continued to guide later British policies also. This paramount policy of paramounts influenced other policies the next Governor General followed in India. So this process of annexation or joining all the territories with British India did not go unchallenged. For example, sometimes also some of the rulers, Indian rulers also resisted the British aggressive policies. So all Indian rulers did not accept the policy of paramountcy or the claim of British claim that they are superior than the Indian rulers. Some of the rulers resisted. We can say best example Rani Channamma. Rani Channamma was she was the ruler of the Kittur region in Karnataka. So she resisted. Okay, she took arms and led the anti-British resistance movement against the Britishers. She protested. So she was arrested in 1824 and died in prison in 1829. When Rani Channamma resisted the Britishers, the British arrested her and put her in jail. In jail in 1829, she died there. But it was not stopped there, and Rani Channamma's protest was carried out by Rayana, another poor chowkidar of Sangoli in Kittur area. So he also continued Rani's the anti-British movement. Also he could destroy many British camps and records also. Later the Britishers captured him and also he was hanged in 1830. So Rani Channamma's anti-British movement was continued by Rai. He was a poor chowkidar. Later he was also captured by the Britishers, and in 1830 he was hanged. So it was not, this resistance was not stopped from there itself. It spread other regions of India also. In the late 1830s, the East India Company became worried about Russia. We can find that Russia was also very powerful nation. The same annexation policy or territorial expansion Russia also followed. Like the other European countries, Russia also followed the policy of expansion. So here British or East India Company was worried about the Russian aggression. So it imagined that the Russia might expand the territories across Asia and enter India from the northwestern region. From the northwestern region, the Russia also would enter India. It was the British feeling that they were worried about it. They wanted to resist the British aggression, the Russian aggression, Russian expansion towards India. For that, what they felt that the Russians will enter India from northwestern region of India, or the northwestern region. Where are the northwestern region? The Punjab region, and northwest of India we can find Pakistan and Afghanistan. So that they wanted to block these regions from the Russian entry. So they also followed another policy here in they fought a prolonged war with the Afghanistan. So that Afghanistan the Britishers captured in 1838 and in 1842, and they continued the war with Afghanistan and established the indirect company rule in Afghanistan. That means Afghanistan Britishers were able to control Afghanistan, so that through Afghanistan the Russians cannot march forward to India. After that, the Sindh region in Punjab was also captured by the Britishers in 1843. So the next line was the Punjab. Now we know that Afghanistan, Sindh and then Punjab, this province. So the region of Punjab also was captured, but it was not so easy because the Britishers were the presence of Maharaja Ranjit Singh in Punjab was important. So he was so powerful that the Britishers were unable to capture the regions of Punjab. But after his death in 1839, when Ranjit Singh was died in 1839, it was easy for the Britishers to capture the Punjab region. So the Sikh kingdom in Punjab was captured by or fell in the hands of the British later. So ultimately we know that in 1849 Punjab also was annexed by British India, or annexed by the East India Company, so that the northwestern region of India and Indian subcontinent, which means the Pakistan region, Punjab and Pakistan, Sindh and Afghanistan, these regions were under the control of the British East India Company, so that they could resist the Russian advent to India. So one by one the territories, now the northwestern part of India and the Indian region was under the control of British. In the coming lessons, coming classes, we will study more about the other policies. One by one, governor generals who were ruled over the Indian territory followed different types of policies for the annexation of Indian territory or the territorial expansion. So we are going to study about more about this in the coming class.